So welcome back. In the previous video, we have configured the admin node manager on an AWS-EKS environment, and the admin node manager is now reachable. And in this video, I would like to enable the API manager. So for that, of course, I'm going into my local values file, which at the moment has basically disabled almost all of the services. And now I'm going to enable the API manager and say it should be true. And also here, I would like to make sure to use the latest version, the latest image tag from my Docker repository. So let me do this by going into my Docker repository. I have here my manager, which is built by a continuous integration pipeline. And this is the image tag I'm going to use for my API manager. So this one here, which is also the November release. So the same here, that I go and configure the ingress annotations in the same way. It works basically. I think that 301 is also good for the health check, because when calling the standard health check, it performs a redirect to the login page or something like this. So that means once the API manager is up, then this one here is perfectly fine. Let me remove that comment because it makes no real sense also for the admin node manager. I think it has been taken over from somewhere else. So, and the other thing which is required, as everybody knows, for the API manager is Cassandra. And of course, there are configuration options. And again, all that configuration options are in the values file to use an external Cassandra. But I would like to make it simple and use the internal Cassandra database and say just true. So that's all I would like to have now. And I'm going to upgrade now my release, Helm upgrade. And then once it is deployed, it takes a moment. We are checking for the pods, get pods. And Cassandra is now creating. I'm waiting or checking here. This is the API manager pod that waits for the Cassandra database. It's now a little bit unsharp. Let me just exit this one here and make a new terminal. Let me just default light, maybe that's better, I don't know. Okay, get pods again. So let's wait for Cassandra. Let's see what Cassandra is saying. Okay, start listening, gossiping. Okay, I think it's coming up now. Still not running, so that means the health check is saying no. Describe. And of course, by the way, that Cassandra has now created a persistent volume claim. This one here, and this has been fulfilled by a persistent volume. In the meantime, we can check this. So that means this is now the persistent volume claim, and this has been implemented or has been fulfilled by a persistent volume over here automatically by the AWS environment. So let me check. So now it is running, and now the API manager also starts. I need to say that the necessary license is baked into my Docker image. using my continuous integration pipeline approach. And that's why I do not need to provide the license. There are options in the values file to provide the license in one or the other way. In my case, the license is already baked in. So let me make logs on the API manager. So it has successfully registered already. This is the same that it cannot connect to the metrics database, which is okay. And as it has already connected, we can see that the API manager here starts to appear in the topology. So let's see. So, and now it has started and it is green, so that means the API manager is up and running. So also the API manager is registering an ingress resource, and that ingress resource is defined in the values file, in the base values file, and this one has been used now to register another rule on the load balancer. So it means now the manager is available on that domain with the manager host name. So also here it may take a while to get this started, but let's see. Or to have the Ming resolution working. At the moment it is not yet working. So let's see. Maybe I also have to delete, like the other time, the manager record, because it is also pointing to a wrong load balancer. So let me delete this, manager, delete records, and wait a moment. Manager, and sometimes it happens multiple times, I don't know. Very likely this is something wrong with my environment. No. Where's the manager? So now it doesn't register it anymore. Here it is. And now it points to the right node manager, to the right load balancer. And let's see. It might, of course, take a moment. Yeah, now it works. And that means just flush DNS. Okay, doesn't work. Let me just break and I come back with this video once this works. So welcome back. Now DNS has been propagated, and that's why I'm able to ping my manager. And if I try to load it now the API manager UI appears, and I can log in with the default username, and then I have to change password. And now I have my API manager up and running. Also here a quick check on the pods where I do have my API manager running together with my admin manager. We forget about the other services like Redis or Cassandra. And that's all for this video. In the next video, we are going to enable the API gateway traffic instances itself.